All right, existence. Hmm. So I never thought I would make this video on this channel, perhaps, but for almost over 2.5 years, somewhere around close 3 years, I've been trying to study philosophy, and I wanted to explore it, especially when I had a breakup. But anyway, the core idea or the essence of this video is what does it mean to exist? To wake up each day with the very strange weight on your chest, the certainty, that you will suffer or you will have joy, or the silence that the universe provides. Silence that the universe is indifferent, that does not have an answer for your questions. And existence is not something we ask for. Rather, we are thrown into like a dice while you're playing a game, and it's just rolled onto you. When we open our eyes and the world is already here, indifferent, immense, mysterious, joyful, yet filled with suffering. But my entry in philosophy was rather from a quote, and many of the people who are watching this video who are in philosophy would know this, the very famous quote by Descartes, "I think, therefore I am." But that makes me question that what if I do not think? Or what if when I'm broken? Or when depression or panic or anxiety grips you? When the silence you're walking on an empty road tells you, makes you question that, do I really exist when I think? And what happens when I don't think? If the doubt is itself creating, that is what the Descartes wanted to say, the very doubt of existence, the very act of doubting proves the existence. Then what if I don't think? Do I cease to exist? And philosophers throughout time have suffered this. But I think when we talk about existence, rather it is suffering that proves the existence. The nearmost ontological proof that we exist is because we suffer. The true proof of being, maybe, or nearmost answer to existence. The philosophers saw existence from various different lenses, whether it is leap of faith, Kierkegaard calls it, or the absurdity according to Camus, or the eternal return by Nietzsche, or the Stoics asking you to not think about something that you cannot control, rather the very self. These are topics that maybe we will discuss in a separate video. I don't want this very first video to be about that. But beyond all these voices of the philosophers, the fact to exist is to endure both presence and absence. Presence when the love is near, when the beauty holds us, and the absence when all is taken, and the wound still burns. The wound tells you, speaks to you that you are very much here, very much real. So when I had the breakup, I thought when she left me, I had ceased to exist. But the pain itself reminds me even today that I'm still here. And the wound speaks louder than the philosophy. And that is the very idea that I figure existence as. You suffer, therefore you are. I suffer, therefore I am. And I think existence is not a mathematical equation to find an ultimate answer. Rather, it is for you to check the steps of that equation. The riddle is not to be solved, but to understand. It is a fire to be endured. It is a shadow to be walked with. It is a wound that becomes the witness. We live, we suffer, we love, and sometimes we lose. However, at the very core, we still remain. Observe a universe which is both silent and at the same time very infinite. So perhaps the very meaning of existence is not mastering it, but in standing before it without illusions, without escape, and boldly saying, I am here, I suffer, and I still exist. So, the idea when you ask yourself that, what is this existence? Me breathing or my heart working? Because the same thing can happen with you in your dreams or in an illusion when you're high on some of the drugs, I don't know. But then how do we actually prove someone who is in coma, maybe doesn't think much, maybe doesn't feel much, does that person exist? You can very well see him or her, but how can you be so sure that this person exists? That is a larger question to answer. But for this video, I leave you with a question that, have you thought about this question? And if you have thought about what is existence, then what is your answer? Comment down in the video about your thoughts, about anything that you like about philosophy, and we'll keep on making some more videos. And hit that subscribe. Maybe it will motivate me to make more videos, and we'll be connected. We'll talk about more and more philosophical ideas. I'm not very much into editing these videos, but I assure you, the later videos will be very interesting, very analytical. So let's see how it goes. But this is it for today. The very idea of existence. How do you think about it? And perhaps what I think about it. So tell me your thoughts in the comment, and I'll catch you next time. Until then, keep questioning, keep exploring. And when you are not able to find answers about the deepest questions of life, understand that that is not the end. Rather, it is your rebirth. Thanks for watching.